morning, everybody. How are you all doing today? I hope you're doing well. Boo! It's gone really chilly today and really overcast again, so I've had to sort of drag my chair, move my chair closer to the window to get a little bit of light. Harsh winter light. It's weird, when I go into my YouTube page, as it were, to either reply to comments or put a new video or whatever, there's it keeps showing me one of the summer videos, and it's weird seeing myself with my farmer's tan in the middle of summer looking all healthy and glowing, and now here we are in the winter. Sorry, I'm wriggling to get comfy. Yeah, here we are in the winter, all pale and looking again. Anyway, December the 3rd. Let's open Windows numbers 3. I did a look already. I don't know if you couldn't see this very well yesterday because the light was so bright on it. It's so cute, isn't it? I've looked already for this, for both of where the windows are, because, and I'm glad I did because it took me ages to find, and if I'd been looking for them on camera, we would have been here for half the day. So number 3. Oh, you're seeing it before me today. What's behind number 3? What is it? Oh, a little Christmas wreath. Do you know, light issues. Every year I say to myself, I'm going to make a little Christmas wreath to hang on my shed. I wouldn't do one for my front door because no one would see it. It's in here. I don't think I'd do one for the street door either because it'd probably just be nicked. Yeah, every year I think I'm going to do a little wreath for my shed door, but I just never get round to it. I think I'm just one of those people. I have way more ideas than I have time for, so it just doesn't happen. Never mind. It's not exactly the end of the world, is it, to not have a wreath? So, number 3 in the bookcase today is here across Les Mistletoe instead of Les Miserables. Ulysses, Y-U-L-E, instead of, how's Ulysses properly spelled? U-L-Y, I think. And then this is one of the ones I love. Oh, the places you'll go. For any of you out there who are a Dr. Seuss fan, as I've mentioned, I am. Oh, it's been a tricky one to. Oh, there we go. What's it say? What does it say? Okay. Sight reading. James Lord Pierpont, I beg your pardon, James Lord Pierpont wrote Jingle Bells in 1857. I had no idea it was that old. Originally to be played on Thanksgiving as a way to commemorate the famed Medford sleigh races. Well, I'm going to have to do a little bit of looking up now, aren't I? Because I've got no idea what the famed Medford sleigh races are. No idea, not a Scooby-Doo. Does that mean, is this American then? It is. I hadn't realised. So this was made in America, so I guess a lot of the references are going to be, they may be a bit US-centric, so I may have to look things up. That's okay. I like learning. I like new things. Medford sleigh races. It kind of makes me think of the Iditarod, the dog sled race across Alaska, which always ends up at Nome, the small town of Nome. And it was a sort of, well, originally the race was run not as a race, as in a sport, but purely to get, was it smallpox? Yeah, it was in the 1920s, incredibly cut off from everywhere else, as it still is to a degree. But there was a horrible outbreak of smallpox. There was a serum to vaccinate or to can't remember whether it was to vaccinate or not. Anyway, but it was in America, in the, what did they call it? The lower 49. And they needed to get it up there, and there were all sorts of missions to get this serum up there. It was called the serum race originally. Aeroplanes, which of course in the 20s, aeroplanes were still in their very early days. And how did they get it there in the end? Using good local knowledge of running it with dogs. I don't think the Medford sleigh races are anything to do with running with dogs, though, are they? So I shall look that up. But I had no idea that Jingle Bells was 1857. My goodness, that's pretty. Yeah, I would have thought that was much more modern. It's funny, isn't it? There are so many, whether it's carols, songs, whatever we sing, that are way older than we realise. And also, and I think this is a QI thing, I get a lot of my facts from QI. I was mentioning QI the other day about how if I get a bit down in the dumps, QI is a great, turn that on. It's funny, it's smart, and I get some facts. But I think it was on there that I learned that there are so many carols we sing today and that we associate massively with Christmas, but actually weren't ever written as specifically as a Christmas carol. They were sung at other times of year, which would seem bonkers now, wouldn't it? I don't know, I can't imagine singing Hark the Herald Angels in July. Anyway, enough of that. Yay, Medford sleigh races. One for me to go and look up. While I'm looking that up, here's your little bit of video for today. This is, oh yes, let's pop back to the garden and get things a little bit more ship-shape than they were. So for today's little moment snippet time in the garden, I'm going to do some tidying, which means off with my gorgeous, beautiful wool mitts that were made for me. Isn't that lovely? Little calendulas and carrots and gorgeous. Off they come and on go the work gloves. Now, some people may think, tidying, is that a priority? Do you know what? Actually, for me it is. I like a tidy garden. But more than that, as I go around now doing my little bit of tidying and what have you, it's sort of my way of, I'm sort of reacquainting myself with my garden. It's been so long. Imagine you're in the flush of the most wonderful, heady romance, and then your lover disappears overseas for 3 weeks. And then when your lover returns, oh, getting reacquainted. That's how it is for me in my garden. So yes, a bit of tidying. At the same time, I'm just going to be reacquainting. And as I slowly go around doing all this now, I can just have an eyeball on where little jobs need doing, just those little sort of visual cues that are reminders to me. Because I did have a list of jobs to do that I started. It was a long list that I wrote down at the beginning of November. I've lost it. I ticked quite a lot off, but I lost it. Anyway, shut up, Vivi. Let's go and have a spring clean of the garden at the beginning of winter. Oh, crikey, hold on a minute. Yeah, that's not right. Oh. Quiet. Yay. Oh. This knee. This knee is definitely broken today. Oh. Oh. What's that grotty noise? And now what I'll do is I'll just go along and pick up all these. Let me show you. Oh la la! Oh, that's a weave, but scooch up my little trimmings, and oh, you can't see because of the light today. It's crazy light. Yeah, but scooch all my little trimmings up and add them to any of the brassica beds which are exposed. Add them as a mulch. Oh, that starts to look better though, doesn't it? I put you there. I know it's not ideal because almost into the light, but I just wanted you to have a sense of this light today. This light and the green. The light's so low though, isn't it? Oh, can't help myself. One more edge. Oh, come on, mate. Oh. And so on. Oh, let's see if that there. One of my other little jobs to do today is fish out any of the brassica leaves that have gone over. They'll all add to the compost. Yay! And I've got, I don't know whether I'm just paranoid, but I don't like leaving them on the soil because I think it kind of attracts slugs and snails. I don't know if that's true. It's just a feeling I have. Yeah, there are some sluggy, snaily bits down here. This looks like it's been trampled in this end. It's all broken. Fox fight maybe? I will be using the contents, the very, very dregs of one of my compost bins, plus these all mixed together and with some shredded cardboard to just put on that final bed that I haven't covered yet. It's it's one of the ex-squash beds, the one under the rose bush. My very last bed to do. I planned to do it, mid-November. Never mind. It's not been completely noisy. It hasn't been completely exposed because there's cardboard on there, there's a bit of plant matter still in the ground, so I'm not too worried about that. Happy days. Leaves, all sorts, whatever's here, grab and pop it in the compost. And this is reminding me, I think I'll just do a nice big harvest today because it's been a while. Yeah, let me get on. Oh, because I don't know how long. Yeah, I don't know how long my knee is going to last today, which is really, really frustrating because, well, after so long away from the garden, I really, really wanted to get stuck in today. You know what? It's just how it goes, isn't it? I'll do what I can without going too mad and hurting myself. Bearing in mind I've got to be able to walk home and get up all those stairs. Oh, those stairs. Yeah, it's really smashed about in here, so I'm wondering if some foxes have gone careening into it. Good. And I'll do the same over in the purple sprouting broccoli bed. Good stuff. So frustrating. Yeah, it's just mind-numbingly frustrating when my knees don't work. Not having a pity party, I'm just feeling. I'm just cross. I'm just cross that this stupid body doesn't work properly anymore. Yeah, I planned all sorts for today. Absolutely all sorts. Some physical stuff, some slightly more city down stuff, but I think I should be sensible and I'm just going to finish up my tidy. Sorry, moving my leg. I think I'm going to finish my tidy, but what I'm going to do whilst I'm here, because honestly, I don't know how this is going to feel tomorrow. This may feel even worse tomorrow. I may not be back in the garden for another week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I certainly hope that's not the case. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'll finish this tidy up. I'm actually just going to have a sit down for a minute, a sit and a stretch, and I'm going to try and manipulate my knee a bit. Then finish the tidy up, and then have another sit down. But then what I'm planning to do is I'm going to film the December tour, because I'm here today anyway, and then at least that's in the can, isn't it? And who knows, maybe a couple of sit-downs will ease whatever's. I think it's the meniscus. I think where I've got the torn meniscus, it's flapping around in my synovial fluid, and it's gone the wrong way, and it's got trapped, and it's getting pinched or whatever. I don't know. Anyway. Just one of those days. You know, worst comes to the worst, I go home and I do something indoors. But at least I've had this beautiful bright light today. And like I said, you know, it's the worst kind of light for trying to film in. But on the other hand, look, I know a load of people will have turned off. They're like, it's trimming, why am I watching this? But I want to bring you that. I want to bring you a bit of the garden, a bit of the outside. I want to bring you a bit of that light, because gosh, I know how much good it does me. So if for no other reason today, just hang out and enjoy the light and the green that is still out there. Oh, we're so lucky. We're so lucky here. Right, so hobbledy. I'm going to say cheerio to you all for now. Hopefully see you tomorrow for another window. Or we may not have a window, we may go straight into the tour. If we miss a day with the window, I'll do 2 the next day. So either I will see you back at the cottage in the sky opening another window, or back in the garden to give you the December tour. Either way, I'll see you really soon, I hope. Until then, please look after yourselves. I'm going to go and look after me. See you all then. Bye for now.